What's up, peeps? Now, I am getting geared up and ready to dive into the next epic story time with Mr. Phoenix. However, I want to give you a little bit of foundation because this next play that we're going to be reading is written in a very particular manner. It's called Iambic Pentameter. By the time this lesson is complete, you will be able to identify who invented iambic pentameter and who made iambic pentameter famous. And very important, you will be able to describe in your own words what exactly iambic pentameter is. Iambic pentameter was invented by a writer by the name of Geoffrey Chaucer. He wrote the Canterbury Tales. I'm sure at some point this year or next you will read how the person most famous for using iambic pentameter is the author of our next epic story time event. He goes by the name of William Shakespeare. Might have heard of him before. Iambic pentameter is a line or a verse with 5 metric feet, each consisting of a short or unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. Sounds a little out there, I understand. So let me give you a couple of examples. First of all, I'm sure you're wondering, what is a metrical foot? A metrical foot is a single unit of measurement that is repeated in a line of poetry. And what exactly do you mean, Mr. Phoenix, when you say iamb? I-A-M-B. What in God's name is that? It is an unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. Sounds a little crazy, right? I know. That's why I have a couple of examples, like the word reward or delay and invent. You hear the way like I kind of start with one syllable and go right into the other one? Not the easiest thing to kind of understand because we speak English, but we speak a little bit of a different style of English than Mr. Geoffrey Chaucer and Mr. William Shakespeare did. However, what I really like about Mr. Shakespeare is that even though some of the words are a little bit different, there is an exact rhythm and a method to his writing. I'm going to give you a little bit of an example from our upcoming new epic story, A Midsummer Night's Dream, possibly my favorite William Shakespeare play. So, the storyline is insane, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, yo. It's like just crazy, like wow, all over the place. We got like fairies, we got people in love, people not in love, people getting like preordained to get married. It's craziness. It's awesome. We will get further into the plot, characters, and setting during that lesson. And so, I will be reading a monologue spoken by Oberon, who is the king of the fairies. He's speaking to his right-hand man, right-hand fairy, Puck. What they are discussing is a little bit of mischief. You see, the fairies in this play decide that it's fun to kind of mix things up with humans and other fairies, kings, queens, all that good stuff. So, Oberon is going to have Puck retrieve this magical flower, and there's like this potion in the flower that when you sprinkle on someone's eyes while they're sleeping, when they awake, the first thing that they come across, they will fall in love with. That doesn't sound like a good idea. I know, and it gets wild. Don't worry, y'all, we're gonna get into all that. Trust Oberon talking to Puck. And what I want you to really pay attention to is the rhythm or the cadence in my voice as I read this monologue. You will hear the stressed and unstressed syllables. And what's really cool about the way Shakespeare wrote is that not only where you hear this consistently in this monologue, but even some of the other characters will even jump into the iambic pentameter rhythm and flow. So even their lines right after the monologue flow. Man was smart, I'm telling you. So Oberon, here we are. I pray thee, give it me. I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where the oxlips and nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow. Now that's the end of Oberon's monologue. Puck, his buddy, answers right back. Now remember, Oberon's last line was, and look thou meet me ere the first cock crow. Puck responds, fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so. Iambic pentameter is a line or verse with 5 metric feet, consisting of one short, unstressed syllable and one stressed syllable.